How well you use your left side lets you add head speed and create real power. Just this one move makes your body rotation so much better, and once you learn how to really use it, your accuracy plus your distance will both improve. So, PD, what do you think about the trail arm? Is it important?
Really important. What does the trail arm do? The trail arm folds, then extends to create power. And second, the wrist stays locked. And as you build the impact zone, you can keep the club face steady. That's about it, I think.
Exactly. You understand it perfectly. The trail arm is huge, but today let's look at it from another angle. You're right-handed, so you should use your right hand well. But using it well implies a role. Ultimately, the trail arm and lead arm each have their own function, but your lead arm is much weaker, right? A right-hander's left arm and hand are naturally weaker. But in golf, imagine I throw a frisbee. I'll just throw the club this way, in this direction. My right hand is way stronger, throwing like this. How far I launch the club versus doing it with my left hand. So which one goes farther? Simply put, the strength difference is huge, right? Huge. But you'd get similar distance, or the left hand actually throws the frisbee farther and easier.
Really?
So when you throw hard like this, it's all about raw strength, while throwing it like this is, quite literally, I'm throwing with my body's whole sequence and rotation here. But the strength difference is enormous. So functionally in golf, the left side is much closer to generating real power. So how well you use your left side lets you add head speed or generate a lot of power. The right hand is precise. When you write, your right hand does great, while the left is shaky and crooked. So being right-handed means you have your right hand sensitivity. The trail arm's powerful strength contributes far more to your stability. So the function of the trail arm is, if my left side leads and I move from the lower body first, assuming my arms have no strength, they try to stay close to my body. So choking down and swinging feels like this. But do this, and you can clearly tell it's just ruined golf. That's just arm golf. If you move with the sequence in proper order, like this, the head trails behind, reaches its endpoint, and then releases out. This means my lead arm and club have no power. They're not in charge, they just follow wherever I pull. Their tendency is to pull close to my body, and once they do, it's hard to draw a stable arc. My trail arm keeps them from getting close. The club hugs my body, so I hold that space open. That means if I hold this space, the head releases forward. So this force needs to come out like this. This way, it gets unstable. You can't tell when the angle releases. It comes out like this, without the trail arm. Most people use their hands. When you use the right hand and trail arm, you should work it toward the target, in the direction of travel. From the top, the trail arm shouldn't go back. Bring it forward, in front of your body instead. The club goes forward, not close. But if you throw the head without the arm, you're using your hands. Use the arm and the wrist moves back. Skip the arm and it moves forward. So the key to stability, first of all, is this. My trail arm can't be dead or without force. But the trail arm can't be stronger than my rotation. It's sensitive. Apply the trail arm's force in tune with your left side. But usually, using the trail arm just means raw power. Many understand. It's not about the trail arm forcing power one-sidedly on its own. It works according to your body's speed. Must relate. Move fast, and the arm rushes to follow. So the trail arm's power has to hold. And if you move slowly, match your power to that. Stability. Keep the same arm force, and your approach shot flies out like this. It might work with the driver, but on an approach shot you can't do this. It's that feeling of moving while holding. So in my view, at impact, your trail arm should feel like it comes all the way to your sternum. It holds. But if you do this while your body speed is slow, it makes the club release too quickly. As your body moves, your trail arm needs to come out right along with it, in sync. When I play golf, back in my playing days, whenever I hit it off the toe or heel or miss hit, my trail arm often failed. When you focus only on body rotation, only on turning, the arms of pros almost fly around loosely. Opposite of amateurs. Amateurs don't use their body, so their arms lead way more often. But when you practice in stages, what you must always do is this drill I'm showing you right now, where the arms just follow the body along. You know this move, right? Something like this, see? This is that image of the arms flying around my body. So if you do this holding a club, like this, feeling like this, hitting the ball's tough. The sequence is right, but to add some stability here, your trail arm moves toward the target. You keep creating that movement here. So for the drill I recommend, you take your grip. Release your right fingers. Keep just your palm attached. So you make a half swing. No full finish, and your follow-through stops like a punch, with the fingers still off. But players with a weak trail arm just end up finishing like this. Just throwing the head. This is just like throwing a dart, trying to hit the ball. Throwing to make contact is unstable, so extend your arm. It has to stay attached like this. It's not about throwing, but when I ask a lot of amateurs to try this drill, most of them end up doing something like this. Palm comes off. You want to keep it pressed together, but it ends up looking like this. This way, you're using the force of keeping your palm pressed to the club. You have to keep it pressed like this so your stability really improves. That's how your body and the club get in sync. So it's not a throwing motion. Throwing is the last stage. That double pendulum I emphasize, 2 rods unfolding, comes at the last stage. That's also a lever created by your shoulder turn and by the change in your hand position. It's much closer to a lever created by the change in hip height. If you only throw with your right hand, it's like digging the dirt with your bare hands instead of using a shovel. Not using the tool. To use the tool, you need leverage, and when your rotation is full and natural, the leverage happens on its own. But of course, using only your right hand won't work. So remember, your trail arm and hand function much more for stability here. So, if you keep practicing that drill I just showed you, nice and relaxed, especially your iron accuracy will get so much better. Driver 2. Keep that trail arm connected. If it separates, the trail hand's basically useless. Now you can see just how unstably you've been throwing that club head, right? Of course, your grip has to stay firm and stable. But you've got to stop that throw and done kind of golf. Then the head moves too much, so your contact and face angle stay shaky.
So, is there a specific trail arm position? Can you teach this?
The angle and shape really vary for everyone, so it's hard to say it must look one specific way. Everyone's arm length differs, some short, some long, and depending on the ratio between upper arm and forearm. The arm angles differ, so the key point is, don't forget about your trail arm when you swing. Forget your trail arm and just swing, and you lack the power to push the club. So the club head moves unstably. So always think about keeping that trail arm connected as you move, and your shoulder rotation gets so much better. When the shoulders turn like this, your arm drops. So just keeping that trail arm connected really improves the direction of your whole body rotation. So keep this in mind. Once you learn how to use your trail arm properly, both your accuracy and your distance are going to improve. The whole key is transferring your power. Without your trail arm behind the head, timing gets really hard, so power transfer suffers, and naturally, you lose distance. And since the head is unstable, you'll struggle with contact and face angle. Using the trail arm helps you deliver all that big body power right into the head. And since you're not throwing and flipping the club face over, your accuracy really improves too. So the trail arm plays a really important role. So give this a try and grab both distance and accuracy. Thanks. You just can't fix that slice. Exactly. But I think you'll fix that slice starting today. Most people picture closing the club face with their hands. Your hands do nothing. Good, nice.